Crocheting Lesson 1 Introduction. This video will be a visual guide on learning how to crochet. I will introduce a slip knot, a chain stitch, a single crochet, and lastly a slip stitch. Before I begin, the materials needed are crochet hook and yarn. The crochet hook I suggest using for beginners is an eye hook, which is a 5.5mm sized hook. They are available in many craft stores and Walmart, and it is either comes individually or in a pack. For yarn, I suggest using bright colors to begin crocheting with. The darker the yarn, the more difficult it becomes to see and count your stitches. My favorite brand of yarn to work with is Red Heart. This is the best to work with as a beginner, it is inexpensive, and it is available in most Walmarts. Let's begin. The first thing I'll be demonstrating is a slip knot, a specific knot that can be undone by a pull. A slip knot, not to be confused with the band, is the usual way to begin a crochet project. There are multiple ways to construct it. This specific way is just the one I prefer. To begin, you want to create a 6-inch tail so it is long enough to sew into your project when you are finished. To create the knot, take the tail into your left hand. Hoop your right index finger through the yarn. Twist your finger completely around so that you close off the hoop. Pinch the ends of the yarn and remove your finger. Take the yarn that leads to the skein and pull it through the hoop. Hold the hoop with the right hand and pull the tail with your left to tighten the knot. Once you have finished creating the slip knot, you will want to put the hook through the hoop. Tighten it by pulling the tail to adjust it to the hook. Now you're ready to begin creating chain stitches. Next, I'll be demonstrating a chain stitch. Chain stitches are the foundation line of a project. The amount of chains created is dependent on the pattern being followed. To create a chain, take the yarn leading to the skein, making sure not to grab the tail, and wrap it around your left hand to create a suitable tension. With the right hand, take the crochet hook and wrap it behind the yarn and pull it through the slip knot, creating one chain. To make the next chain, just repeat the previous steps. Again, take the hook and wrap it around the yarn. Pull it through the first chain that was created, producing the second chain. Continue creating chains until the required amount the pattern has requested is completed. Here I'll be showing you how to do a single crochet. A single crochet is the basic stitch of crocheting. To create a single crochet, take your hook and push it through the chain, making sure to catch the 2 top hoops from front to back. Take the hook and wrap it behind the yarn and pull it through the 2 hoops, leaving 2 hoops on your crochet hook. Again, take the hook and wrap the yarn around it. Pull it through the 2 remaining hoops, completing your first single crochet. Again, take your hook and push it through the chain stitch. Hook the yarn and pull it through the 2 hoops, leaving 2 hoops on your hook. Lastly, take the yarn again and pull through the remaining hoops to create your second single crochet. Continue with single crochets until you reach the end of the row. The last thing I'll be demonstrating is a slip stitch. A slip stitch is usually used when you want to end a project and tie off, or when you're working in the round and want to begin a new row. This stitch is similar to a single crochet. Take the hook and push it through the stitch like normal. Take the hook and wrap it around the yarn and pull it through both hoops. See how the 2 hoops are left? Instead of taking the hook and wrapping it around the yarn and pulling it through like a single crochet, take the first hoop and pull it through the second one, creating a slip stitch. Not only is crocheting a fun way to be creative, it is also an excellent way to develop hand-eye coordination and concentration skills. Crocheting is very popular, and with recent technology, it is easy to find tips and tricks on the internet. Some great YouTube channels to look up are Crochet Crowd and Yarnspiration. Some local craft stores to buy crochet materials are Michael's, Joann's, and Hobby Lobby. Walmart is also a great place to buy materials but doesn't stock large quantities. The best website to find inexpensive or free patterns are Ravelry and Pinterest.